Alrighty, my friends, I have just gotten let me turn my camera down just a little. I've just gotten my beef out of the refrigerator. See how bright pink it is? This is 2.3 pounds. So I'm going to cook some hamburgers. I'm going to cook Sonia's first. And then we're going to call this the Hungry Hiker Burger, or the Hungry Hiker Burger by Big O. Be back shortly. We'll put it in the skillet. Don't go nowhere. Can you smell what the Big O's cooking? You feel me? Alrighty, my friends. We've got the camera up close to the skillet. See there? And what we're going to do, I've got my eye on high. I lubricated because anybody that knows anything about cast iron, they will stick real easy. I mean, stainless steel. So I lubricated it with a thin coating of this right here. I used a thin coating of extra virgin olive oil, and that's just to keep the burger from sticking. I've got the burger made up. That was 2.3 pounds of ground beef. Look how thick this burger is. I made two 1 pound hamburgers. That's 1 pound hamburger, and this is a 1 pound hamburger. 16 ounces. These are not quarter pounders or a quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. One of these burgers would make 4 quarter pounders with cheese from McDonald's. That's a 16 ounce burger, huge. 2.3 pounds of ground beef. This is a 1/3 pound burger. This is a 1 pound, and that's a 1 pound. All right, fixing to throw them in the frying pan, and you're gonna smell what your boy the Big O's cooking. All right, let's take the half pound burgers and let's put one in the skillet. Can you smell what the Big O's cooking? There ain't nothing like a 1 pound hamburger. Put it right here in the center. Listen to that. And I coated the skillet with olive oil to keep it from sticking. Listen to that sound of goodness. I'm telling you people, that is a huge burger. Huge. 16 ounces is huge. Listen at it. Just listen to the sound of goodness. Don't take my word for it. Listen to it. Alright, I'll be back in a minute when it's time to flip her. Alright, my friends, I've already flipped it because I wanted to make sure that the burger did not stick. So I went ahead and flipped it. Take your spatula and press it down. You don't want to press it down too much, because you know, pretty firm, but you don't want to press it down too much because you don't want the burger to fall apart. But there we go, because it's got to stay thick. If it gets too thin, it'll fall apart. So we flipped it after about 1 minute to make sure it did not stick. I sprayed the pan with olive oil to help prevent it from sticking, a thin coating. And I will season my burgers with none other than my favorite seasoning, which is right here. Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. This is the best seasoning in the world, people. I use it on hamburgers, steaks, pork chops, everything. I love this. Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Hope you everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and throw a little seasoning on here. I'll go ahead and throw a little bit of seasoning. What about getting my head in the light? I'm sorry. And I'll just season one side because that's plenty of seasoning. After 3 minutes, I turn it. I'll be back with the Big O show. Can you smell what your boy the Big O's cooking? Listen at it. Oh yeah. It's time to flip it. Remember I said after you flip it one time, wait about 3 minutes and flip it. Use low to medium heat. That's what I have my skillet turned on. So this is actually the second time I flipped it. I left it down for about 45 seconds to 1 minute on one side. Then I flipped it to make sure the burger was not sticking. Meat is bad about sticking to stainless steel frying pans or skillets. Look how beautiful it is. How brown it is. How beautiful. Now, this is a 1 pound burger. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is where it's happening right here, my friends. This is where it's happening at Big O's house. Can you smell what the Big O's cooking? You tell me. That's a huge burger. It's thick. thicker than my big bicep. About 2 inches thick, probably. Now this is the real sound of a quality hamburger. Press it down. We've already flipped it 2 times, remember? But it ain't quite time to flip it yet. Don't want to press it down too much. You don't want it to fall apart, which is kind of do on this one side. So I'm taking a spatula to kind of pull it together to make sure it's going to stay together. And about another minute and a half, we'll flip it, which will be about 3 minutes. It's time to flip it again. Be careful on a heavy burger like that. When you flip it, that grease will splash up on you because it's heavy. Okay, that's the 4th flip. Press it down. I've got my meat, I've turned it up to medium high. I was using low to medium. I've turned it up to medium high. Actually medium heat, not medium high. It's on medium. And let me pick my camera up and let me show you what's happening. I'm filming this with my GoPro Hero 8 Black, 4K, 24 frames per second. Alrighty, my friends, this will be the 5th time. I'm using 2 hands. I don't want it to splatter, so I'm going to use my finger real quick because I don't want it to splatter. A heavy burger, flopping down hard in some grease and make it splatter all over you. Be careful. Cook with safety. And if you're going to cook, take your time and cook. I've turned the heat down from medium high to medium heat to low medium heat. If you don't want it to burn, I just turned it up high enough to help get it, you know, because a thick burger takes a while to cook. So I turned it up to medium to help, actually medium high heat is what I had it on. The last setting, now I've turned the heat down to medium. You don't want to cook it too fast. You don't want to burn the outside and the inside be raw. Push it down just a little. We've already flipped it 5 times. Make sure it's not sticking. See, it's not sticking. And I'll be back shortly. It's the Big O Show. Can you smell what the Big O's cooking? That's the real question from your neck of the woods. I can smell it. 1 pound hamburger. That's what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. One thing I would like to say, when you're cooking, I've already flipped this hamburger again, so I've ended up flipping it 6 times. Remember, this is a 1 pound hamburger. If you're cooking a huge hamburger, let me get this out of the way. What I'd like to show you is one thing you can do to make sure it's done. Because a thick burger, you don't want it to be raw, and it's easy to undercook a burger. Any meat that's thicker, like a steak, the thicker the meat, the longer it takes to cook. Take a fork, like this, regular fork, right here in the center of the burger. Try not to block the light. I want you to see it. Right here in the center of the burger, make a little slit with your knife. About halfway through the burger, about 1 inch. And it don't hurt the appearance of the burger, about 1 inch. Then you can take the fork, the knife, hold one side right here, and take the fork and you can kind of pull it open like this. And you can look down in that burger and tell if it's done. And once you make that little cut, one other thing you can do is this. Once you've made that little slice in the burger, get the fork out of the way. You can take and press down right here where that. Take one side of the spatula and press down on one side of the slit, and you can see if any pink juices flow up out of it, it's not done. This burger's done. Brown juice is flowing out of it. That's done. Press down. Look at it. Watch when I press down. Watch how the juices flow out of it. See that flow through my spatula right there? See it flowing through the spatula? It's done. The grease, the brown juices, it's done all right. I'm going to let it cook about 1 more minute and I'm taking it off. And then I'm going to take it from the stove, my friends, the burger. And I'm going to use, Sonia's laid down. I'm using these, let me get out of my light. I'm using Duke mayonnaise. I'm using sesame seed bun. I like them. The burger will be bigger than the bun. Remember that old Wendy's commercial, where's the beef? Well, this won't be the case because we have more beef than we do burger. Let me get the burger, before I take the burger off the stove, let's take our, I like Duke's mayonnaise. I like Duke's, Hellman's, and Blue Plate mayonnaise. So, mayonnaise. You feel me? So let's put it on one side, and let's pick up the top. Let's put it on the other side. I love mayonnaise, so I put on a decent amount. And sometimes I use onion, tomato, but I think today we'll just use the burger. We will use the burger, the mayonnaise, the mustard, and the ketchup. Let's take the burger. Now, this is way bigger than the bun. I told you it would be. Look at that, and that's huge. Really huge. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at here, people. It is way bigger than the bun. Now, let's put a little bit of mustard. Hope everybody's enjoyed this little cooking video. Use a medium amount, don't overdo it. Same way with your ketchup. That's deli style yellow mustard. And I like brown mustard too. And be careful with your ketchup too. You don't want to drown your burger. You want to taste the burger. So just a medium amount, light medium amount. And I'm not going to put onion on the burger. I could have put cheese on it. I did have sliced cheese, but I didn't. This is the big old burger. Let's place the crown on top of it. And let me get my camera. And let me show you. Now this is huge. The beef itself is at least 2 inches probably. And it's way bigger than the bun, as you can see. Now this is a 1 pound hamburger. You know, this is something to be proud about. Okay, thanks. I'm glad you watched it. I don't have to taste it to tell you it's a 10. It's because I cooked it. I'm a good cook. I'm a great cook. I cook with love and patience, my friends. And that's a man's burger. This is Big O's 1 pound hungry hiker burger. Can you smell what the Big O's cooking? The last thing I do, my friends, is I take a big butcher knife like this, 12-inch butcher knife, maybe 14-inch. I hold my bun on top, try to hold your burger together, and cut right down the center of that burger. Right down the center. That makes it a lot easier to eat, my friends. A lot easier to eat. And to show you how good of a cook I am, let me pick up this one side. You see how it's lightly brown? That's perfect. It's not raw. It's medium done, what I call medium done. It's not undercooked, it's not overcooked. You overcook the meat, it gets tough. Look at that. Look at the mayonnaise running out of it, and the mustard and the ketchup. White, red, and yellow. White, red, and yellow kill a fella. Anyway, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. As always, be happy, positive, and focused. Big O's Hungry Hiker Burger. I'll see you all. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Share my videos. Help me be successful. I will see you all in the next video. GoPro. Watch this. GoPro, stop recording.